here's the tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now it's gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, it's their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Return from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense. They get set to take over one.
That's what y'all looking like. Says y'all look like Chicago offense.
Come on. Here's first and 10.
70 Ranger.
Here we come.
The Commanders
scared the blitz.
The Bears timeout.
Set up. 19 tight.
Now Daniel throwing on first and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. On second down, it's Daniels. Now, deep ball looking for Brown. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He's really been a little reckless with his decision-making up to this point, Mike, and that almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a force ball into these tight windows.
Third and long.
Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, on third down. He goes down for a third consecutive time. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second.
Here in the second half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that third down sack, got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback continues to go down.
Oh, still up.
That's a good return. It will take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for the next possession. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further.
What the fuck?
Play action with Smith.
Good. Good. Look at how snaps, huh?
And it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass is that you can slow the pass rush down to minutes. That allows longer, slower developing concepts to open up the field. In this case, they were moving so fast by the time he got there, that ball needed to go. There was no time in and ultimately led in an incompletion.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Keep it on.
Stay away from that guy.
The pain there for the start. Here's second and 9. Working out of the gun, snap. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete.
Hey,
is
bullshit.
in. Number
Look at the
30,
flags.
touchdown Seahawks.
This is the same
2
playbook
touchdowns for
I've
him
been
on the
running
afternoon.
since Madden came up. I got the same plays. Goose told me about this playbook. For his regular ass running gun.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're one.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
On first down, Daniels. He'll take off again. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble
Coach just courage
leading to a first
when they
down.
touch a man like that.
Mike, the defensive line rush play is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Hell no.
Finding the veteran Zach Ertz. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Don't do that.
A lot of chances on that one. It
I
was
seen
built
that
for
color
the
from
ground, but it falls
You
incomplete.
lucky to let me keep going how I'm supposed to. They just let me stop and let these niggas cut in front of
There's
me.
really been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position to complete less than half of your pass attempts. It just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better than that.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Third and goal. It's Daniels. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
19, Light. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now we're down to the throw. Fourth down.
Throw the ball. Okay. Niggas collapsing.
It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once
Oh,
again,
shoot.
this defense,
They ain't even get blocked over there.
come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors
You had no time to run past the nigga, stop, turn around.
This one appears to be safe.
This game be cheap, bro. I didn't make a run past it the first
To this
time.
point, now we'll try to finish up strong.
See that pass?
One out for Metcalf.
It's a good pass. Come on over. Hold him
He's
up.
going to set up his guys with great position.
They ain't let me jump.
To cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of this quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Daniels now on first down. Now with a deep ball looking
Nobody over there.
Well, not exactly
It's a
breaking
young
news
boy.
here, Mike. They got speed on the
It's a young
perimeter
boy
that just
throwing the
not a
ball.
lot of teams in the NFL have. So even if that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
Ball stop.
Because they're worried
That is
about making
Tariq
one
and
push.
them.
There is a lot of space open underneath. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing
Well, he's the
offense.
best 2 corners in the league, silently.
Joke for the past. These defensive
Tariq
players are
Williams and
running these
Devin.
days.
Witherspoon.
That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
working out of the gun. And Daniels.
Whoa.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Go.
That's great work to
How
get
I'm
in
doing?
there and make things difficult defensively.
Because you ain't pushed the right button. You'd have pushed X, he would have caught it and went to the ground. You can even make them conservative catch on those passes. You can make them do that too. You hit square.
Some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush. And it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
Play action now. It's Gino.
Like this. Lost. That's an L2 pass. You see how far it went down instead of just regular? Man, look at that. You see how he threw that? God damn. Look at how mossed his ass. That's me. Where you at? You see what I'm saying? Slowed him down inside. Moss. He's like, oh, he DK.
It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game is gone,
You had time too because you was balling. As soon as the ball in the air, now they got this shit called I forgot what the fuck it's called, but listen, if the ball is thrown in the air and you want to click directly over there, just move this to wherever you think it is or wherever the ball went, and it's gonna put you to the closest person over there. So then that's the new shit.
Smith now to throw on first down. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down. A second down throw for Smith. That's good. It's Kenneth. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
another really nice throw right there. And as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm almost surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
They'll run with Walker, and he will score again. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Myers now to add the PAT.
Told you at least three.
It's up and through. And the Seahawks
Going back.
add on to their
I'm trying to go find your
sizable lead. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout.
Oh, need a little.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Rodriguez on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they can get any turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On first and 10, here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he's not been down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Daniels to throw on second down.
Don't have time to do that.
There he's hit as he threw in the pass. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression,
L2 calls.
there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to.
And this offensive line
What you put it on?
has no answers right now.
You put it on pass accuracy, didn't you?
Defense came out in a
You still got L1. The L1 is the high throw.
He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They were forced to travel cross country. They get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing is never gonna change. It's forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever reign. People they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for sure, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader who you know when the for. Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stitches. Gone ball, they filling up the bitches. Half-court shooter, spitting for the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone, and your man's bones. I don't fear the stones, I flag the pause. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spitter like saliva, you could never survive her. Streets got a code on, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot be the same. But one thing is never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid with this child I'm sinning. A new romance, they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. Trying to do a plane, but your main can't tame this. Same thing, but pull up in the light, your posse spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And never again, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. Walker with a grab left side. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Smith. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Play action. It's Smith. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 32 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Running left is Walker. Noah Sewell there to make that play defensively.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's blocked. The Bears pick it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. To throw, it's Williams. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Swift going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Allen, the man in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Play action. Now Williams. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 10 yards out. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Here we go.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Now Gino. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Gino now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Back to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On fourth down, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. To the air, Williams. And again back to Komet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. This is first and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes second down. From the gun, here's Swift. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Johnson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here's first and 10. Smith's going to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That was a big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Smith to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here we go.
Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's Nick...
And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out